Here we are. Perfect. Hi, everyone. So good to see you today. I'm Tyra with TN Grow Wealth Together, and you are joining us in the spotlight. Good morning, my dear friend, Julia.
Hi, Tyra, and I'm Julia. I'm actually from AJ Internet Solutions. And how's it going today, Tyra?
Oh, it's good. It's good. We're getting the rain we need. The leaves are all popping out. We're here. I'm on Vancouver Island, so we do get a lot more mild temperatures than most of Canada. So
Great.
I'm happy about that.
Send it on over because we're dry as a popcorn. You know what? Because it is so dry here in the
Wow.
Okanagan
Wow.
Center.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you guys need it with that wine country over there. How am I going to
exactly.
come visit this summer and sip wine this fall?
Exactly.
Well,
So,
we'll get right to it. We are so happy you guys could join us today. And we just want to let you know, if you're watching this, please go ahead, share away, because the real purpose, Julia and I are doing this, is we want to be able to share ONPASSIVE with people that haven't heard about it or are curious.
mhm.
So we bring in different people with ONPASSIVE, all kinds of job descriptions, walks of life, everything. We do one-on-ones, and sometimes we do panelists where we have several founders together. But it's really a great opportunity for you to even invite, or as I said, share with other people so
Absolutely.
that they can get a better understanding about ONPASSIVE, because we really dive deep into a lot of the stuff here. So Julia, go ahead.
Yeah, and I want to start now with did you know, like a little information about OnPassive for the people who actually have never really heard about us, or on the fence about us, or just brand new founders who are trying to get the information in order to share it. So I'm going to just read off the list so I don't lose my train of thought. But did you know OnPassive's products, there are no recruiting or no converting leads? That's huge for me. It can guarantee targeted traffic to the domain that actually OnPassive will give you upon launch. I mean, another unheard of thing. It's self-funding. It's all done for you, hands-free, 100%. Every imaginable tool for success.
Wow.
An easily accessible in one place thing, one password under one umbrella, all these tools for you. And it's not a copycat. It's actually made from the ground up. Okay, so the products right now, if you go to onpassive.com, you can see a list of the products and get to know them. And the final thing is, it's the lowest price on the globe. And one day we'll go through that a little bit more, but let's get on to the interview, Tyra.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Perfect. I love that. That is always so exciting. I can hear that hundreds of times, and it still completely
Absolutely.
excites me, because for anyone that has been struggling online with a business, I mean, here's the answer. Or if they don't have a business and they've always wanted to have a business, this is the perfect solution, because OnPassive actually does it all for you.
And even an experienced marketer will see the value in that, because they have put in time and years to actually get that. And here they don't have to do it. You can
Oh,
be active or you can be passive.
right. That's perfect. So we're going to jump right in today, everyone. I want to introduce Teng Menor. Hi, Teng. Teng is
Hello
joining us
there.
from California today, a retired hospital inspector. Hello, welcome.
Thank you, thank you. Pleasure to be with you, Tyra and Julia. It's pleasure to be with you.
Oh,
The
it's
pleasure's all ours.
Yes, we're so happy. We've got so much to talk about. It was so interesting to talk with you earlier before the show. And wow. So everybody, invite your friends, get them over here, because Tang has a lot to share with us today. So Tang, I'm going to start right off. So tell us about your journey from the moment you heard about OnPassive, and then as into today, when I talked with you and you said you sleep, eat, and breathe OnPassive. Oh, wow.
Okay, it all started less than 3 months ago. Someone introduced me. They sent me the link. So I did my homework. I said, I've been burned several times. This time, I want to do due diligence, and this is my future. This is my own effort. I should decide on my own, not what I hear or not what they tell me. I said, give me all the facts. I don't need any opinion. Everything can be searched. So I went to that link. I went YouTube. I went Facebook. I see Julia and Tyra. So it gave me an idea. So I figure out if Ask Mofare can go this long, okay, all these efforts, all these people, they give hope. I said, there is no way this company will make a U-turn. So since then, I said, this is for everyone. Now, for anyone that is still in doubt, go back to YouTube, go back to Facebook, okay, and then decide for yourself. So since then, I figure out this is too good to pass up. I said, I need this one, and I like to share this with everybody because I believe no one has the right to be blessed alone. If you are blessed with an opportunity, share it, and then that is what I want to do because I've worked my life and I want to go back to my country and build my legacy. So the only way I can do that is through ONPASSIVE because ONPASSIVE is a global movement and I call it I am the man on a crusade and I want to make sure everybody will benefit from this because this is the only chance. I've worked all my life, 2 jobs, and I never have that excitement that someday I have an opportunity and I'll say, son, this is for you. And then, my family will remember me. Dad set us all up. And that's a good feeling. That's why I said I could sleep, I could eat, and I could breathe. It's on passive. That's the difference because it will make a difference in my life and the lives of many. If I put more smiles on people's face, I have done my job. That's why thank you for giving me the chance. I want to invite all leaders, all members. Okay, if you are still in doubt, join me Saturday at 7 o'clock Manila time. It's 4 o'clock in California time. But I will do the Tagalog and the English version. We have people from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And this is an opportunity that I don't want any Filipino to pass up with. Let us join. Get in, and you're going to win.
Yes. Yes.
Exactly.
That's so fantastic. You touched on so much. Like I love that you spoke about the legacy because that's a big deal. People work hard their whole lives and they pardon me, and they barely have enough to survive in retirement. And here we have this opportunity to actually thrive ourselves and also leave a legacy. That is wow.
It is. And the fact that I know a lot of Filipino people, they're very family oriented, and ONPASSIVE also has the family orientation and the humanity and the philanthropy. So can you touch on that a little bit about the Filipino people and how they will kind of meld with the ONPASSIVE opportunity?
Okay, Filipino family is like a nuclear family. Okay,
right.
My dream is to help every household to have a founder member. If we do that, we will empower the family. the community, and it will have a domino effect on the population.
Right.
If we do that, okay, number one, I've done my share of promoting from poverty to prosperity. And then I want my people, my Filipino people, to be independent and less dependent on the government. Now, if we have mothers and fathers member in this unpassive, I I believe there will be less mothers to go to other countries and work and leave a young children behind. That hurts. It's
Yes.
a heart to go and leave your young children crying.
Yes.
I want to put an end to that.
Right.
Oh, what a wonderful thing.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And I think we all want to do that. I think it happens here as well. And we have quite a population of Filipino people, especially
Mhm.
down on the coast.
Yes.
And it's just so hard to hear their stories. It's heartbreaking.
Mhm.
Hmm. Indeed.
So,
So this is going to be fantastic. You know, as people start catching the vision, I haven't met anyone that doesn't get excited, and I'm sure any walk of life hearing the full of what OnPassive can offer will get excited about this, just as Teng is saying. So I just want to jump in and say visit onpassive.com because it talks about our company, all the products, everything. And if you're watching this and someone's invited you, you know, reach out to any of us, myself and Julia and Tang. We are more than happy to help you. We talked about this earlier. We love this company because of its integrity. And we're not trying to step on each other to get ahead. We're helping each other. And that is such a great blessing. And you can probably hear the heart of Tang as he's saying he wants to share this with his nationality. So Tang, when we were talking earlier, you brought up the fact about technology and how it's such a integral part of our lives and how that's going to tie with OnPassive. Now, do you want to talk about, you know, you talked about the phones and all of this that's just a part of our life every day.
Okay. I see. The name of the game, if you look at tomorrow, today, it's
mhm,
all technology. It's
Mhm.
all technology.
right.
As a retired nurse, I could see the advancement of technology when they introduced electronic documentation
Yeah.
from all those nurses from old school. You know, that's hard adjustment.
Yeah.
I have seen the advance of technology. Okay. You are doing microscopic surgery. You are doing robotic surgery. That's advancement in technology. Now, when it comes to unpassive, they have the feel of investing their time and effort in advancement of technology. We have far advanced technology that is no one can come close within the next 5 to 7 years. And I like that. If you put 50 platforms integrated into one system, that alone is a magnitude. If people cannot grasp that you are a part as a founding member for $102 one time with money back guarantee, and you are a founding member of a 5.5 billion company, that you have the artificial intelligence doing the advertising, follow up, managing your customers, closing the transactions, and you're going to get paid. Where else can you find that opportunity? So anyone that is still has doubt, you know, it's like if you wait too long, you're going to miss the sunrise. And that's what it is.
Mhm.
Now, just imagine a car, a driverless car, and that's the name of the future. If you think internet will gonna go away, think again. There is no replacement right now for internet. Any product is subject to 24/7 research and development. But for internet, okay. Now, basic necessity. Look at the viability of our products. It is a viable product that you need in the daily life. It's a basic necessity. A good example is just leave your car key. You can survive. Don't take any multivitamins or diet pills for 3 days. You will survive. Try to leave your phone for 1 day and tell me how you run your life and you run your business. If you have no Facebook, I know. I know how it feels. So technology is the name of the game. Period. No more, no less.
True. Oh, that's so true. And you talked about the viability, and also it's a legal company in, are we 212 countries now?
112.
Yes.
So I mean, people don't have to worry. You know, I know we were talking earlier about how many MLMs or affiliates, they come, they go, some stay for a long time, but they're fixed, or their business plan is based on people doing the work, having to find leads, having to find customers, having to maintain, maybe auto shipping. You know, there's so much that they're constantly having to do with that. Can you touch on that? Because I know in Canada we have a lot of that. I don't know if back in the Philippines they have a lot of that, but here we have a lot, and people try and they're just not getting anywhere.
Okay. There are some MLM in the Philippines. Some of them are crypto related business.
Okay.
I have an experience in that kind of industry. Unfortunately, I lost my money, but I kiss it goodbye. That's how I learned. That's how I got into ONPASSIVE. I did my due diligence. Now, sometimes, okay, the word viability and legitimate, it's taken for granted. If a company, okay, doesn't have the legal document to conduct business, okay, then you know it's a big question mark. If the company doesn't have the viable product that will sustain, you know it won't gonna last. What happened is that I have a challenge in recruiting, especially in some other Asian countries. Some leaders have been burned. So they're gonna ask you, is this legit? Is it valid? Is it legal? So if you say we are in compliance with 212 countries, that means we are doing business within the boundaries of the law. And then
Yes.
we have a product, service that is viable, that every businessman, small or large business, they like it or not. They gonna use one or two of our product. It's like go on passive. It's your one-stop shopping. If they cannot get that across the point, you don't have to log out and then look for this product. No, you log into on passive in one click. You got 50 platforms in there. What else can you ask for? Now,
Yeah.
I have a problem in recruiting because as a Filipino, I don't have 10,000 warm market. I don't have 10,000 relatives because usually when you recruit, you start with your warm market and then your family, friends like that. But if they have that stigma that some companies have been shut down, so these leaders are so scared that they're gonna stumble another company. So that's my challenge. Number two, I have no patience in recruiting because sometimes when they recruit, they're gonna ask you this: how much do I have to pay? How much will I earn? One thing I like when I do the webinar is this: I will deliver what service we're gonna provide, and then if you deliver the service, the money will follow. But I don't put money in the first because if they don't earn, they quit. But if you
Yeah.
tell them what service that needs to be delivered, if they understand what needs to be done, they will last. They will last because they know if you deliver this, something good will follow. So one thing I like with on passive is this. It is an attitude of sharing. I don't ask, I don't tell them this is how much you make. This is how many apples you're gonna have in your basket. But I always say, this is what happens. Okay, if you ask me how much you're gonna make, I'll throw it back. If you are a founding member with total outlay of 352 and the company is worth 5.5, it's gonna be a super unicorn right after takeoff, and you have 640,000 ready, able, waiting customers when they open the floodgate. If you have that, how much do you want to make every month? So I said, I leave that to your imagination. Now, you tell me any company that will allow you not to recruit, are you still gonna win? You don't have to come up every month, and then you have a legitimate product. You have guaranteed success, and the artificial intelligence will do the work for you for um, one single amount of 250. I said, I've worked for 25 years and I never have someone do it for me. Now, I'll let the artificial intelligence, you know why? For humans, you have a limited options. You only work 16 hours by law. You have sick time, you have vacation time. Use the artificial intelligence. They work 24/7, 365, no vacation, no maternity leave. They don't complain, no sick time. I'll let the artificial intelligence do the work for me. All I do is share the concept. Look, come on in. If you want to do it, do it. If you want someone else to do it, let other intelligence do it.
Brilliant. That's really brilliant.
Yeah.
And when you speak to people, whether they be founders or not, the fact that the company ONPASSIVE is going to force you to succeed, regardless of whether you are passive, whether you sit on your laurels or whether you are active and build a team, is just such a fantastic concept for a lot of people that haven't, the 97% who haven't made it in the marketing world. So did you want to touch on that a little bit?
On the guaranteed success, okay, I will touch on that one. It is because the way they set up the system, can you imagine? They will create a platform, marketing platform for us. And then here comes the artificial intelligence directing traffic to my website. You know, I used to be an insurance broker and real estate broker. You have to buy leads. I have to convert those leads. You know, with OnPassive, I paid my total of 352. I'm willing to pay 500 for that opportunity, right? Can you imagine? Artificial intelligence will sort out my clients and say, okay, they need domain name service, go this way. You need community, OSUM, or Connect, go this way. Now, where else can you find a business that will do that for you? If they can show me a business that has those three components, like you have self-funding, okay? They have a guaranteed success. You have products and you have customers, okay? And you have a lifetime money back guarantee. If they can show me a service or a company right now, okay, I will quit and I'll bring my whole team to that company. I'm throwing that as a challenge.
That's a good challenge. And I touched on it at the very beginning in the introduction, all the OnPassive, if you want to say benefits or perks for somebody who is a little bit scared of the internet, who's never actually used it. The thought of recruiting and converting leads, they don't even know what it means, but they also want to be able to sleep and make money and not do the blue collar job anymore. So I honestly think that is a fantastic explanation, Teng. It's yeah, anyways, I do have a question for you. So people don't believe that the ONPASSIVE system and artificial intelligence will bring in customers. But we know for a fact that Ash, our CEO of ONPASSIVE, has a plan to bring in customers to the founders. So if you just want to touch on this actual system and the AI and how it works with the customers and the founders, just to kind of, for people who don't really know anything about ONPASSIVE, that would be wonderful.
One thing I admire with this CEO is he has the masterpiece on what he is doing. Yeah, he's been an expert and a guru for online marketing targeted traffic. The only company that is with 50 platforms powered by artificial intelligence. That is a magnitude to me. That's why in here they call it internet quake. In the Philippines, I call it storm signal number 4. That means you're gonna take your roof off the house. That's what we call it. Now, the way as Mofared designed this is this. He made this company so simple. Can you imagine? It's like you park your car and then someone will gonna direct passengers, the designated driver to that car. Where else can you find a concept that if you have offline business, okay, you really need to have online presence or else you're gonna be dusted off by the competition. Now, if you need that, you need a website. There goes the web creator that we have. So they will join or not. Eventually down the road, they will realize they don't even know that they're using 1 or 2 or 3 products of OnPassive. See, that's what they miss. So sometimes we regret of the missed opportunities, but we spend more time regretting of what we did wrong. So if you have an online business, a good example, okay, if I want, okay, I want to buy the cheapest ticket from Vancouver to California. Julia will say, go to Tyra's travel agency. I'll go and click. Then every time I click, there goes Julia. Very soon, when you open her website, you can see all the discounts ticket or the perks. Chances are you're going to buy from that travel agency. Then that's a targeted traffic. And Ash was the master in doing targeted traffic. That's when I learned all these things. I said, wait a minute. This is too good to be true. And I don't want anybody to miss this one. You know, why do I have to do the work if someone else can do it for me? And he will do it 24/7 and no complaint. And I don't even have to pay benefits or sick time.
Yeah.
I will let that artificial intelligence. It's like I go to work to make money. I'll let that money work for me because money works 24/7. I'll let the money work for me. This time, I'll let the AI do it for me. Why not?
Yep. What do you have to lose?
Yep. Nothing to lose. Yeah, nothing to lose. You can get your money. The 97, you can get it the next day. The 250 gave me 3 months. But no questions asked. If that is my downline or in my team, I'll give them the $300. You know what? They just don't know that the fear of winning should be greater than the fear of losing. But sometimes they got it the other way.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that the other way. So, okay, it's your life, it's your future. You decide, get the facts, listen to OnPassive.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Well, you know, when you consider if we compare, you know, I hate to compare, but as examples, if we think back years ago when in a garage somebody was saying I can sell some books and a little bit, all of a sudden Amazon is created. Now, back in that day, if they would have said to you, come join, I'm going to be able to fill your baskets with apples like you've never seen before, you would have thought you're crazy. What do you mean? You're just sitting here in a garage. What have you got to offer me? You know, now we consider, you touched on this earlier, we consider the fact that ONPASSIVE has over 640,000 founders.
Yeah.
Now, as you said, we are all excited about the day that we launch out to the public. And in that day, we become customers. So how many companies have you ever heard of that start off from day one when they open their doors, they have 640,000 customers? Do you want to touch on this a little bit, Teng?
Okay, I have seen that some of the leaders have been member since 2 years ago, and then they know that that is a zero earning. But I wonder why. You know, sometimes when some leaders in other companies, they don't make a commission for a month, they quit, they stop. The only reason why they quit is because they don't make any money. Now, the question now is this: how come these most senior leaders still hang on with ONPASSIVE? Because they believe in the company, they believe in the vision, they believe in the process, and they believe in the system. And it is worth waiting. I don't have any problem, okay, if it takes that long, because what I want is a smooth takeoff and a safe landing. What happened is that when you take off, I haven't seen an airline that they have to taxi twice. No, when you go, you put it on full throttle. There is no second way to go back. Hey, we don't have enough power. We have to go back and taxi again. No, and that's what it is. What happened is that 640,000. Just imagine, it's hard to put 640,000 brains together. But if a small group will say, hey, ONPASSIVE is this and that, you know what? 640,000 has more brains than 10,000. And I said, if I could get rid of 10,000, I could still have 630,000. And that is, you have to believe, you have to convince yourself before you can make other believe in you.
Right.
Because what they see as a leader, these followers, they will see you. What you say is what you preach, and that's what it is.
Yeah. Oh, so
Very
true.
well said.
So
And I just have to make this point. I think from an early age, we are brought up to trade time for money. And a lot of people that came in July 2018, when it first started, they saw the vision pretty quick. But a lot of people say, well, you've done all this work for 2.5 years, you haven't gotten paid. I just find that they are so stuck in the mentality that you have to do the work and get paid. They don't see the long run.
Yeah.
So can you touch on it's kind of the blue collar, I think, mentality
Yeah.
that a lot of people have?
From a conservative parents, at a
Right.
young age, they taught me to go to school, get a degree, and work in a big company. Okay. They didn't tell me, son, go to school, get smart, and work for yourself. They didn't tell me that. So I came to United States. My dream is to seek for opportunity. I came to this country. I retired in this country. I'm still searching for my legacy. Now, let me tell you this. ONPASSIVE will be my last card, win or lose. I have done any other business, from financial to real estate, but the only thing that is missing is artificial intelligence. In a business that uses artificial intelligence, you can go a long, long way because they will work for you 24/7, 365. For people like me, I can only work 16 hours. That's my limitation right there. So going back to what I have is I did not come to this country to work and work until I die. And then you retire broke. I didn't understand that there is what you call the more you make, the more they take. I didn't understand that before. I didn't understand that. So, but if you have a business, can you believe if you are on a salary, okay, you work easy today, you work hard tomorrow, you get paid the same paycheck. Is that the sad truth? Right?
Yep.
The only way you make
Yep.
more is what? You work overtime. Now, go on passive. I believe that after 1 year, I don't care. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, I'm all set for that. Okay, I can wait. If Mike Ellis can wait for 2.5 years, I'll make it 3 years. I'm only 67, so I still gonna go a long way. If they can do that because they believe, okay, and these people got more experience than me. And experience, you learn from experience. If they say, you know what, this is what I need to do, and then I have an idea. I have an idea. So I don't have any second thought that eventually, after 1 year, if we can only have 100 million customers, that's only one platform. We have 49 more to go. I don't know. I keep telling them, just learn this business. You will not sleep for the next 3 months. And that's what happened to me. I just joined 3 months ago. And then I worked double time and started a webinar. I don't even know how I set up my Zoom. But, if there's a will, there's a way.
There's a way.
Because I don't want this opportunity to be missed. If Charles Osong will gonna go that we're gonna help this, I'll do the same thing to my own country. Charity begins at home. And I'm committed to do that. Then that's my legacy right there.
Awesome.
So we're just going to start wrapping up. But once again, Teng, would you give us the day and time that you are doing the Filipino webinar so people are aware of it and they can hear it?
Okay. I will be glad to invite everybody. Okay. Every Saturday at 7 o'clock Manila time, I have my personal invitation to extend to everybody. Give yourself a chance. Sometimes it's not what you hear, it's not what you read. Listen to the leaders. If you surround yourself with successful leaders, you have a better chance to be successful. But if you believe on those negative, that's your life. You make your own life. Okay.
Good point. Very good point. That's fantastic.
Awesome. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. We are so pleased to be able to have some time with you today. Thank you so much for taking the time. You have done an amazing job at explaining this. And it's easy to see your passion. It's easy to see how much you want to help people. And we really appreciate that. Julia,
Yes.
do you have anything else?
Yeah, and you've been in it for 3.5 months, and you've taken the bull by the horns, and you've really taken this for a ride, and we're really proud of you. And thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it, and want you to keep in touch. And,
thank you too.
And I hope
Thank
all
you
your
too for
dreams
giving.
to help out the Filipino people works out. I know it will. So we'll
Thank
leave it
you.
at that.
Thank you. Thank you for
So
this opportunity.
When you leave, Teng, can you please be sure that in the comments you add the actual date and time, just in case people come back onto our pages and they can see the date and time.
Okay.
You said Saturday, 7 p.m. Manila time. Is that
Correct.
right? And
Correct.
any other country, we have to what? In US and Canada, add 8?
Yes.
Add 8 hours?
They have their own time conversion, but I know every time I post the link, it will show you the corresponding time in each country.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Well, thank you. We are going to let you go. We so appreciate this time that you took.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
Bye-bye.
See you. Well, Julia, that was great.
It's
Oh
just
my, hey?
it's so great to see the passion. I mean, in everyone that we have on this show, there's just different passions, but it's all unified in that they see the vision. And
Oh, I think
and
you
I think
froze.
that's what keeps me here, because you used, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And so it was just a wonderful, wonderful chance to speak to yet another wonderful person, especially from the Filipino community. Thank you.
Yeah, it's always exciting to see, you know, people catch that vision, as you said, and they just jump in and find ways to help other people. And in particular, Teng happens to be doing that with the people of his nationality, you know,
Absolutely.
and you just see it time and time again in our founding community that we are catching this vision. And we
Yes.
are wanting to share it. And we shared that with you at the beginning of this video, that's why we're doing these interviews, because
Exactly.
we want to make people aware. So I just want to reiterate, it's $97 USA to become a founder. Once you come in, you are going to have your email verified, and then it's going to send it and you'll get a link. You'll have to go in and go back. You'll be creating your own password. So you have to log back in, and then you're going to pay your 97 USA, and then you are going to sign the NDA. Now, we know, Julia and I know how important the NDA is. But Julia, would you just kind of give us a little rundown about the NDA?
So again, the NDA stands for a non-disclosure agreement. So with any company that you pretty much sign up with, even the corporations, if they have proprietary and possibly in the future patented products, they're not quite out to the public yet. They want to kind of keep it under wraps at this time until everything is done and all the beta testing is done and it's available to the public. So all the NDA means is that you will not divulge this information to somebody, because there's always somebody trying to come in and trying to copycat. It can't be copycat. So that's all that means, and it's just to protect yourself from being sued as well as other people. So just so you know, and it doesn't mean anything other than that.
Yes, awesome. Thank you. That's great. So I love it. We're going to do bloopers, you said, because when we do these little, I just had that moment of I just went blank. So we want you to stop in at onpassive.com. It talks about our company, about all our products, you know, gives you a good visual, good reading. We have blogs, everything's there. And then, of course, if you're watching this later, besides this live, go ahead and connect with whoever's brought you here, or myself and Julia. As we shared, Teng has an amazing webinar that he's doing on Saturdays. So, hey, reach out. We will help you guys in whatever way we have to get you here.
Yeah, and we will also put up that information of Teng's webinar on our own pages at AJ Internet Solutions and TN Grow Wealth Together, just for those who are just not 100% sure, and because it's not listed here. So, yeah, so.
That's great. Well, thank you again. Another great interview, Julia. I sure appreciate it. So we will see you all. Oh, wait a second. Before you guys leave us, listen. May 10th, we have a panelist insight with a bunch of founders. So that's going to be exciting. Watch our Facebook pages, AJ Internet Solutions and TN Grow Wealth Together. We are going to be posting time, and hopefully you can join us. That would be wonderful. So have a super day, everybody.
Take care.